All right, all right, all right. Welcome to Groove On, everybody. I'm Rich Giordano. It is Saturday, May 15th, 2021. Let me move this over. There we go. So interesting 24 hours, I would have to say, right? After the Mick West debunk today, or attempted debunk. We're going to go over that in a little bit, which I found it, I don't know, man. I was disappointed in Mick West, this debunk. Let me tell you why. Because it's hard to do that one. That's why. But I'm hoping you're having a good Saturday right in the middle of the weekend. We are peaking right here at this very moment at Goof On, and I'm proud to say we're all in it together. Welcome all of you who have stayed up and stayed with me through the last week at strange hours. It was pretty much the same ad. It was nothing different, just one night. But it is Saturday, and looks like next week I'll be doing a couple of shows at a different time, just 2 hours earlier. I don't mind doing a show at the same time, but when I used to start it in Phoenix, it was 7 for me. Now it's 10. And usually by 10 o'clock, the show would be over. The videos in the description would be updated with the show chapters and everything. And I'd be relaxing. And now it's not till 1 a.m. till I get to that point. So I'm going to try doing the show a few hours earlier. I don't know. What else am I doing? You know, I'm still going to be up. So I can keep it the same, but I'd like to try it just as an experiment. So expect the show to be 8 o'clock at least twice next week. Maybe Tuesday and Thursday I may try it out. Just a little heads up. There's some projects working behind the scenes. Countdown to Disclosure Part 2 from the Cousins Brothers and 1091 Productions is in basically in the beginning stages. There's been things that have been filmed. I may be doing something with someone next weekend here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, but I can't disclose who and what about. But yeah, you know what it's about, but specifically the person. So we're doing that, and it's good to be in Florida to be able to contribute to that. Tomorrow, I want to go to Clearwater, Florida in the daytime. I was going to do it today, but I slept, and I needed it, so I slept all day. Didn't do anything. Really. I did nothing. What is this? Dennis D. Menace. Dennis the Menace, keep up the good work for the $2 super chat right out the gates. Holy mackerel. Thank you, Dennis D. Menace. Great name. And you look very, very young to be around Goof On. I'm joking. I know what that is. That's Dennis the Menace, everybody. And the background today is the same one I used yesterday from Jose Sanchez, who makes these, draws these, and allows me to use this and other ones. Thank you, Dennis the Menace. Super generoso, super early in the show, so appreciate you. Thank you very much. And don't forget, everybody, the super chat is open. If you want to contribute, help keep Goof On full time. If not, I got to get a part-time job, and I don't want to do that. But you understand, we're doing things all the time here. Everything's actually being created. More videos coming. There's so many more things that we're doing. But I'm glad you're here. Let's get on with the show. Thanks for the super generoso. Also through PayPal, Super Chat, Cash App is what I was going to say. Or you can become a patron and just support that way monthly. So let me pull up yesterday's video, which you all have seen. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Which you all have seen. But hold on a second. UFO Jesus chimed in. I'll play short clips from that. Oh. I didn't watch it yet. Hey, 222, $2.22 super chat by X1. I'll be in Tampa on the 19th. Okay. Well, we'll see if we could, throw up a flare, maybe. Yeah, this week I'm getting a lot of stuff done around the house, but the 19th is what, Thursday? Wednesday. All right. We'll keep in touch. Keep in touch. Gotta make the friends out here now. Only because there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes and may need some extra help with that, or just shoot the breeze, man. It's always fun to hang out with people you never thought you'd meet. Next thing you know, it's like surreal. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe you were in my chat room this whole time. I never thought you'd look like that. And then everybody's like, yeah, well, I knew what you looked like. So it was easy for me to murder you. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you very much, X1, for the $2.22 super chat. Super generoso. Oh, so early. Thank you. I know I came up with something new right there on the spot. Oh, yeah, roll call. What about Lunar Sparkles? How do you do? Welcome to the show, Lunar Sparkles 1. Vanessa Crowley stayed up in the UK, looking good as always. If you're a fan of the show, I'm a fan of yours, as you know. Sorry. Oh, same person. Welcome. I'm glad you made it up. Stayed awake for, what is it, 9 hours ahead? It's like 6 a.m. I don't know, right? 7? Dr. Z Smith is here. Welcome to the show. Betty Double Kick Chick as well. Welcome to the show. Coral Ann's here. Thank you very much, moderator Coral. Welcome back. Welcome to the show. Felicia Flores, hearts and a lot of them. Eggneck Face. What's up, man? The mystery. The human. The Eggneck Face. Bad Boy Channel. What's up? Bearded Trump. Superstar. Good to see you, man. Welcome back to the show. Jose Sanchez, the artist. You are the artist. Welcome back, man. Love the background. You know why I kept this one up tonight? Not only because it's freaking awesome, but I am following in the same theme as yesterday. We're going to talk about the same topic a little bit, but an analysis will be done by Mick West, and that's why I left it up. Bridget Ladd, is show started? I don't know. You tell me. Hey, welcome back. Adam Devlin, welcome to the show. What's up, Goofon? Anyone from Boston? Boston? Are you from Boston? Everybody asks you where you're from, right? In Boston? Are you from, what's that place that they said in that movie? Ms. DJ, so nice day. You know what? Welcome back. Good to see you, too. Sunflower and all. Eric 81872, what is up? Welcome back. Tomas Robas. I'm so happy everybody's in a good mood. Everybody is in a good mood, my friend. I hope you are too. You must be if you're here, because nobody wants to listen to this show in a bad mood. Mario UFO. What is up? Pyramid 7. What is up? Dry Toast. You guys, welcome to the show. Pyramid 7, Dry Toast. And Misty OC Dragons. Welcome back. Welcome back. IR Film, it's BB Laundry. I don't know what that means. All right. I'm not going to keep going forever. Mike Ozzy, or Ozzy, what's up? Welcome to the show. Thank you very much. And Alexander Dansby. Great last name. I love that last name, Dansby. It's one of the best last names you could have. Everybody, welcome to the show. Richard Dansby. God, it goes good with anybody. Mike Dansby, Felicia Dansby. It's perfect. It's perfect name, perfect last name. Welcome to the show. Lee. Jan Wetzler. What's up? Jan. I know I say Jan and it's Jan, right? I'm an ass. I keep forgetting. Brandon Smith, the man, the myth. A very good contributor to the show. Brandon Smith, did you draw these? I thought it was Jose No, it was Jose. Jay Serno says hello, humans. Very serious hello. All right, we good? All right, let's start. Original Seed. Wow, great. I like the name, Original Seed. That is cool. That's what I like about YouTube. You get some really zingers in there that you're like, whoa. Jill Delight. Oh, that's a nice name. You look nice. Welcome to the show. I don't know if I've ever seen your picture, but you look very friendly. You do. Little old lady, 10,000 BC. Is that Richard from Third Phase of Moon? No, this is Richard from Goofon, who appears on Third Phase of Moon. Yeah, it's me. I'm my own man. CC, my Harley D. What's up? Cutest dog on the planet, by the way. That's a really beautiful looking dog. Seriously, look at that. It doesn't get much cuter. Sir Wolf 67. All right, it got real cute, like really quick. That is adorable. That's a good. Look how happy that dog is. And he's got two of my favorite colors around his neck: lime green and orange. And orange, I drink orange Gatorade for the show usually now. Insecure Team 10. What is up, man? I thought we blocked you. How'd you make it back in? That's because I think I unblocked you. I'm not sure. Aren't you nocturnal? Nighttime news? Well, I'm glad you're here if it's you. Either way, Insecure Team 10, nocturnal news, it's all good, man. No hate at all. Like, really. No reason to. Arno Rademeyer, another great last name. Richard Rademeyer, can you come to the office, please? Richard Rademeyer to the office. We're done with roll call. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out tonight. I'm glad you all are here. I'm not doing anything tonight. Hey, Shane Rodriguez, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Good to see you. I didn't want to not say hello. And Van Gogh, beep, beep, shut off. Who is that? I know that's a relative of mine somewhere in this place. It is. Now we're doing 150 as fast as I can go. That's amazing. Anyone seen Rich Christie? Yeah. I mean, I know where he is, if that's what you want to know. Oh man, look at all you guys coming in here. Some of you came in after the fact. Metalhead, good to see you, man. Karen, the good twin. That's funny. You know, I wonder, I never thought about that with the Cousins brothers. Who's the good twin? Claudia Rodriguez, what's up? Good to see you back. Yeah, very nice of you to make it here a couple times this week. And Tracy Hale, what is up? I can't believe all of you are here right now. There's nothing else on? Nothing else you can be doing? You're going to be here? I'm joking. All right. Ash Dobbs, I don't want to forget saying hi or miss you. Not forget. William Carr, you two snuck right in. Good to see you, my friend. Misty OC Dragons. Did I say hi? I think I did. Radiohead. Hey, Richie. Hope Florida is treating you well. Welcome back to the East Coast. Thank you. Yeah, man. It's treating me extremely well. I love seeing my family. It's something I haven't had the ability to do for 30-something years, 40 years. So it's new. And I really enjoy everything about it, really. Jabrizi 07, 007. Sorry, don't want to say it the wrong way. This is the place to be on Saturday night. That's right, Jabrizi 007. So can we start? Kingfish Kebab. You guys are sneaking in here. Nobody. You guys are early tonight. I know. I'm doing this. I'm doing a long roll call tonight because it's Saturday. Saturday is more of a well, it's like the rest of the week. Who are you kidding? I'm trying to make believe like Saturday's a relaxed show, but they're all relaxed. It isn't. There's a little method to the madness. So, I forgot to put on the. I have to crick my neck a little more to look at the screen because I have a real short HDMI cable, and I bought a longer one, and I have to have the TV closer and smashed in instead of away and relaxed. All right, so I'm going to play yesterday's video of the FLIR footage from, well, it's apparently from the Navy. Let's see what they're doing. Jeremy Corbell is claiming this is a what? Ultra terrestrial craft. What did he say? You know, I don't like what he calls it. Metrosexual UFO. It's a metrosexual UFO, right? now. He calls it something, right? Meta. What does he call it? Can you guys let me know? What does Jeremy Corbell call these type of craft? Meta dimension? You know, they can go into space, underwater, through the... What is that called? I know, you know, since my desk is broken, everything shakes. You know, everything shakes now. It's not secure. What does he call it? I know some people are like, dude, just play the video. Well, you know what? You've seen it already. I want to know. Transmeta. No, not transmeta. Not metaphysical. Transmedium. Thank you, Jose. You guys were close. Yeah. Transmedium. Transmedium means it can go into space, go in the water, go underground, go into ice and snow, go into the moon, and probably the sun without damaging the craft. They have the ability to defragment or dematerialize, but yet keep their form somehow while they change their vibration and go in through things. Yeah, that's not this. See, I'm not seeing anything Jeremy Corbell's telling us. And just a little recap on yesterday. He is saying that there were 14 other targets there, medium, 6 feet in diameter. Remember, verifying speeds from 40 knots to 138, which is 46 miles an hour to 158 miles per hour. A flight lasting longer than an hour, and we get seconds. Unknowns were illuminated. Okay, that is going to come into play very, very, very much. Unable to discern origin or launch or landing points. Yeah, we know. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Picked up on 2 different types of radar. Here it is. Fair use. Go.
Took off. Booking it.
Right? So we're going to fast forward a little bit because that's all it does. Mick West's debunk is, it's good, it's bad, but you'll see it here in a minute.
Sir. Yeah.
This is the video.
We got a lot of white water up there, 6 foot swells. Whoa, it's getting close.
Yeah, we have 31 knots sustained wind, topside, gust.
Here we go.
Whoa, splashed.
All right, now let me pull up the Mick West video, which, by the way, I think was really odd. It was an odd review. Hold on. Here we go. Into the wild. No, this isn't it. Come on, Rich. I don't know where it went. No. It's the Mick West one. Yeah, here it is. I got it. It's just...
I've done some initial...
It's just odd the way he labeled it. All right, here we go. Mick West's debunk. It's 4 minutes, 40 seconds. I'll be playing it on and off. We'll figure this out. Here we go. Wow, it's weird. The sound is off. Something's wrong.
Analysis of this new UFO footage and found some interesting things. 1. The video does not show the object moving rapidly left and right or making any sudden moves. The apparent...
Remember, that was part of this. And yes, I am going to stop and talk. Yeah, Mick West, love him and hate him. Same thing like people think about me. So it is what it is. Just because you have an opinion doesn't mean you're an a-hole. You know, I never understood that. Mick West doesn't seem like a bad word not being said in Secure Team 10. I kind of like the guy.
Apparent rapid motions are all camera motion. 2. It's not one continuous shot. There's actually a 6-minute cut in the middle. 3. There's no clear splashdown. It just shrinks away at or behind the horizon, meaning it's miles away. 4. It's maybe a large infrared glare around a smaller heat source.
Right? So amazing stuff already. right? He's already said a few things. The way it moves, why the light shrinks and then goes back on. It's so far so good to me, right?
Let's break all that down. Number one, the most significant thing is that there's no change in the left-right motion, no sudden moves. I know it looks like it's flying left and then right, but the key thing to look at is the motion relative to the ocean when the video has been stabilized. Try to ignore the crosshairs moving around. Look at the region of the ocean surface in the orange box. It moves smoothly from right to left relative to the object, which means the object has an apparent motion to the right, which does not change. If you scrub through the entire video stabilized, you see this constant movement to the right. The ocean surface seems to move left, so the object seems to move right.
Which is very important because people were saying, and CORBELL saying, these are making unbelievable maneuvers. And they weren't. Remember, this was at night, seen with the FLIR camera, recorded from a video monitor. Somebody's phone recorded it. We're getting very degraded video. It's not that clear. It's probably a lot better if we could get, the original, but that'll never happen.
Number two, there are 6 minutes and 21 seconds missing from the video. I don't know if it was cut out or if it's actually just two videos spliced together.
Okay, that's an important thing. 6 minutes and 30 seconds are missing. What is it? Did the pilot say some things that Jeremy CORBELL didn't want us to hear, or maybe the Navy guy didn't want us to hear? This wasn't just given, okay, to CORBELL. This was recorded secretly, right? Isn't that what happened? Somebody recorded it unclassified, which we found out means it was never recorded or documented anywhere. This footage would have just gotten thrown away, and maybe because it's a FLIR. Anyway.
But you see that 27 seconds into the video, the position of the object jumps much closer to the horizon, and the on-screen time goes from 53 minutes and 19 seconds to 59 minutes and 40 seconds.
Now, I saw some people really getting upset with Mick West over these things that he's mentioning now. Why? Why get upset at this? He's not saying anything that's wrong, that isn't happening. He's telling us everything. Some things are in his opinion, but we're not even halfway through this yet. And, people can beat him up over such honest comments and honest observations. There's no nefarious intent by Mick West. He just wants to know what we're looking at. And here's where it starts getting good on the second half. And I mean good, I mean bad.
If you don't notice this cut, you might think the object was dropping a lot quicker. I suspect the missing 6 minutes are really boring, just showing it continuing to descend really, really slowly.
Nicely said, Mick.
Number three. When the object vanishes, you hear people in the video say, "It splashed."
Splashed.
Meaning it landed or crashed in the ocean. But remember, this is at 11 at night, very dark, and the object seems to be miles away based on the extreme digital zoom, so they are probably just looking at this infrared video, the same thing that we see. The object disappears from view right at the horizon. It does not seem to be gradually obscured from the bottom up, but rather it shrinks and vanishes, and then grows back into view for a fraction of a second, and then rapidly fades out again. Some of that is hard to see due to video compression, but the shrinking seems fairly clear. Which brings us to number 4.
So that to me, and I think he's going to talk about it now, but to fair use this, I have to pause it every now and then. To me, this sounds like there's an object that's far away, low on the horizon, right above the water maybe, obviously. And if it's a FLIR, because we're picking up a heat signature, if it's a FLIR, did it go down to the water and the 6 to 12 foot swells just, you can't see the waves. They just brushed over it for a second and then it appeared again and then hit the water and went out. You understand? All right, here's number 4.
This shrinking effect would happen if what we were looking at was an infrared glare.
Oh, there we go.
Black is hot here, and a very hot object, like a flare, creates a glare around it which is a lot bigger than the actual flare. If a solid object goes behind the horizon, then you'd see it cut in half like this. But if it's a glare, then you would just see the glare shrink and grow as the smaller heat source is obscured and pops back into view, and then it's obscured again, possibly by waves right on the horizon.
I really don't see how this is a bad thing. Why anybody would beat up Mick West over this? Because I kind of said it yesterday without knowing anything what Mick West was. Not that Mick West, let me get this out there so you guys don't think I look up to Mick West as a god in this field. No, I look at him as somebody who's very helpful. That's it. He's doing the experiments, real simple stuff that can explain a lot of this stuff away, but it doesn't make it explainable. It doesn't mean it is what's happening on camera. But FLIR video, he'll say it too. It's just awful.
One thing that seems very clear from all this is that there is zero indication that it's a transmedium craft that is transitioning to flying underwater. We just lose sight of it at the horizon. So what are we looking at? I initially thought a balloon, simply because it seemed round and it was descending so slowly.
Yeah.
My number 2 hypothesis was a glare from a flare descending on a parachute.
Not so
and
sure.
I moved more towards that after looking at the shrinking that looks like obscuring by the horizon. But this arrow here seems to indicate where north is, and the wind would have been coming roughly from the north. And the apparent motion of the object seems to be towards the north, i.e. against the wind. So that seems to point more towards a powered craft. But then if the object...
So now he said it can't be a balloon, and it most likely is not a flare. So that leaves us with something mechanical, man-made, or alienish. This is the part I was talking about where everything he just said makes it not so, I think. It's very strange.
Object is far beyond the horizon, then maybe this apparent motion is a bit of an illusion, a combination of the motion of the ship, the waves, and the object, with some of the apparent motion perhaps come from parallax. It's hard to tell, and it's unfortunate that yet again the best UFO videos that we get are these really poor quality, low resolution videos.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know, maybe a balloon or a parachute flare, or maybe a distant helicopter, maybe a drone, maybe a Chinese drone, maybe a plane really far away. Maybe an alien spaceship doing some really boring flying. More information would be very useful. But what we have is not really super interesting. Something descends slowly towards the horizon, as slow as a setting star, and then is hidden by the horizon. That's all we've got.
That's all it is. But CORBELL wants us to believe that this is a transmedium craft without any proof at all. To me, the video doesn't show anything of significance. We just see something that, like, I was thinking it was some sort of new instrument or maybe a target that could be projected out in front of these airplanes and their cameras pick up on it, hence the roundness, coming out like a barrel or, something that would shoot a projectile out. It is interesting that it is the way it disappears, but I think if it was a wave going in front of a flare, wouldn't it be different looking? It wouldn't just go down like this, right? It would kind of, I think you would see a weird, messed up, I can't explain it. If a wave shot over, I don't think it would look like this. I think half of it would be cut off. It's too perfect for it to be a wave, if I could speak. Yeah, Mick West said it's not because it's going against the wind, that most likely it's not a Chinese lantern, a balloon, or a flare. And then he says it's probably some sort of mechanical device, meaning maybe man-made or whatever. And then he says at the end, maybe it's a flare, a balloon, a weather balloon. He says everything. He contradicts himself. But he doesn't know. And he said it. So I don't understand why people are angry at Mick West for this. Do you see why I don't care what I say anymore? Not that I ever have, but I mean, I tried to govern myself on things I was saying about people, but it really doesn't matter. Haters are going to hate, and it is what it is. If you don't agree with what they think it is, you're an a-hole. That's the field we live in, with all of these people who want to be friends with aliens. And I would love to be abducted and meet an alien. Oh, I would shake hands with an alien. Definitely. You definitely would. Oh, I'm not scared. I love the aliens. These are the same people who say aliens are wonderful and that we would get along with them. Why? Why? You can't get along with your own species. You think you're going to get along with an alien? The only reason you would want to get along with an alien is if they had something to offer you. So you could use them like you use everybody else. It's the human way. Greed is king. What do you think the aliens... Do you think they care about what we want? They've got it all. There's good aliens and bad aliens, and there's aliens in between. Why are we even talking about this? No reason. I just don't understand why people would get so upset with Mick West. Unbelievable to me. It's just very strange. So that's it. There's not much else I can say. I don't want to sit here for an hour and a half again and go over this. It's beating a dead horse at this time. It is odd. It is interesting. But I don't think we're ever going to know the truth. We do need more information, obviously. Obviously, we do. I don't know why it disappears the way it does. I think it does. See, we've seen flares on FLIR before, and they look very similar to this. But there's always some sort of flickering effect. Even with the Phoenix lights, those were 30 miles away from the guy who shot the video. That's why you don't see the gondola. You don't see it swinging back and forth. You don't see the smoke trail. I would think we would see the smoke trail with what we saw here. Even though the smoke trail isn't heated, the heat from the object would show us the trail for a few inches or feet. It's very odd, very odd. We might be looking at a real UFO, like technology. We have no idea what it is. But I'm not going to say it is. I'm just saying it may be. I still think it's something man-made. It has every man-made aspect to it. It's like when you turn off a light and it goes, you know, the old TV sets used to do that. You turn them off, and the little dot in the center. And that would even blink sometimes. It would be down there and then go, and then it would go off. It's very, very man-made, man-made-y. It looks like a man-made object to me, man. I'm sorry. It's not I don't know what it is, but to me, I'm not playing it safe. Did I talk about Mick West yesterday about him saying the 5 observable that Luis Elizondo loves to use when talking about, what kind of UFO sighting or event did these people experience? You know, he says there's the 5 observables, right? Well, Mick West says the 5 observables are bullshit. One of them is being hard to observe. They boil down to seems oddly fast and maneuverable, maybe hovers, maybe submersible, but too far away to really tell. I'm not going to show you proof, as you can find it if you look hard enough. Yeah, that's definitely Elizondo. That's what Elizondo says. If you look a little harder, just do the research, man. Don't expect me to do it for you. Who the hell you think I am? Luis Elizondo? Oh, I am. Yeah, I am Luis Elizondo. I should be doing more. You're right. Many years of experience has shown this is a way of saying, I don't really have the proof. Right, Mick. That's right. When they say, I'm not going to show you proof because I don't have it, basically paraphrasing, as you can find it if you look hard enough. That is such a cop-out answer. You are making a claim. You can't back it up. Good for you, Mick West. What is wrong with what he's saying? Oh, by the way, tomorrow, Sunday, the 60 Minutes show will be on about the UFO thing, experience that everybody's having. No, nobody's having any experiences at all. Just all transmedium. Look at this. What is this one? Is this from 2 weeks ago? Pentagon confirms leaked video showing transmedium UFO is authentic. This here. New cloak device can alter thermal appearance of objects. Where am I at? Oh, no wonder. I'm on the deflate. Micah Hanks. My goodness. The Pentagon has confirmed, when is from May 14th? Okay, appearing to show an unidentified aerial object that was filmed as it entered the ocean, was obtained by U.S. Navy personnel and is being examined by the Navy's UAP task force. The video was obtained by personnel aboard the USS Omaha, a United States Navy Independence class littoral combat ship, during the 2019 incident that occurred off the California coast. The footage was posted online May 14th by Jeremy CORBELL. CORBELL previously released bullshit footage a few weeks ago depicting airplanes, calling them pyramids. That's me. I'm changing the words. According to CORBELL, the newly released video was filmed from within the Combat Information Center. So somebody went inside the Combat Information Center, turned on the video camera, recorded the screen. Capiche? Hey, it's a one capiche show, family. All right. The deflate reached out to the Pentagon. Yeah. So you're Tim McShillen and you have a website. Just reach out to the Pentagon and they answer you. Isn't that amazing? I'm telling you, all these people, Elizondo, Mellon, McShillen, Danny Silva, Joe Merja is nobody. I can confirm that the video was taken by Navy personnel and that the UAPTF included it in their ongoing examination, said Pentagon spokesperson Susan Koff in an email response. The deflate also inquired as to whether the video was included in reports in the Navy's UAP. All right, we already know that the video and the object has been classed as unknown and possibly representing UAP. However, Koff declined to provide further comments in response to our questions. Of course, like, who shot it? You can't tell us who got the video because they'd be court-martialed, I'm sure of it. How dare they? See, don't you think? Right, check it out. The video, this is Jeremy CORBELL, all right? And this would be me too, but you're putting people's lives in danger, right? By putting this stuff out there. That's scary. That's the business we're in. I'm not blaming CORBELL. But when a Navy personnel is stealing information and putting it to CORBELL, putting it out in the public, don't you think the Navy can figure out who that was eventually? Johnson, were you here July 15, 2019 recording? No, sir, it wasn't me. It wasn't even on duty. Phillips, yes, sir. You sound like Johnson. Well, we're twins, sir. Were you here on July 15th, 2019? No, sir, I was with my brother. Okay. Lewis, yes, sir. Were you here? No, sir. Did you video record? No, sir. Why? I thought you were. Wait, it shows you logged in exactly 15 minutes before and left 5 minutes after. Well, sir, I let the person in, sir. Who is it? It was your wife, sir. Dun, dun, dun. It was me. My wife? How am I supposed to court-martial my wife? You won't. Because I'm your wife. And I have an English accent. So you would do as I say, give this video to CORBELL with nobody getting court-martialed. Do you understand? Yes, ma'am. I said, do you understand? Yes, ma'am. I said, do you understand? Yes, sir. I didn't commit to it. I couldn't commit. But it would be nice to know who recorded the video. And should that person be court-martialed? Is that what do they still court-martial people? They do, right? There's something wrong with this video. According to a transcript of the video published by reporter George Knapp, the dialogue from within the USS Omaha Combat Information Center. Oh, that's interesting. They got the transcript. Yeah, I forgot about that. So the guy says, took off, booking it. Break, Omaha, Pinckney, Kidd, Rafael, Peralta, possibly to launch Hilo ASAP. If it splashes, you get a bearing and range. 30. Yes, sir. Keep going, bro. 33. Inaudible. It's windy as fudge out here. Shit. Got a whole lot of water out there. 6-foot swells. Whoa, it's getting close. We have 31 knots sustained wind topside, gust of 40 knots. Whoa, it splashed. Splashed! Mark bearing and range. And it didn't. It didn't splash, by the way. They just assumed. It was, remember, it was at 11 p.m., dark. It was probably a mile or two away. They can't see that it splashed. They probably figured it did. Interesting. In a forthcoming interview with Bill Whitaker for 60 Minutes airing tomorrow, former Navy Lieutenant Ryan Graves said that members of his F-18 fighter squadron observed unidentified aerial phenomena daily, Vineyard, Virginia Beach between 2015 and 2017. Graves told Whitaker that he and other Navy pilots had begun to take the presence of the objects for granted on account of their frequent appearances. And then Graves told 60 Minutes that he believes the objects are a threat to the security of the United States. I'm worried, frankly, Graves said to Whitaker, stating that if a tactical aircraft from adversary nations were seen in the same controlled airspace, it would be a massive issue. But it's not. It's not our adversaries. Jesus and Mary, mother of... We're happy just to ignore the fact that they're out there, Graves said, on account of the fact that the unidentified objects he and other members of his squadron observed don't resemble any known threatening adversarial technologies. Exactly. For their tic-tac shapes. In recent weeks, the Pentagon also confirmed that a number of photos and videos leaked online purportedly showing unidentified aerial phenomena had similarly been obtained by Navy personnel. The images, which appear to have been taken around the same time as nearly coinciding with Knapp's reporting, had been a video posted at extraordinarybeliefs.com by CORBELL, which appeared to depict a series of pyramid-shaped blah, blah, blah. No. OMA assessed the object had sunk, the comment stated, adding that attempts to search the water for wreckage were ineffective. The orb-like object in the new video and previously released photographs appears to descend into the water after it initially spotted moving through the sky. According to CORBELL, sources familiar with the incident said that during the ensuing search, a U.S. Navy submarine attempted to locate the object after it was seen entering the ocean, but was unsuccessful. One day after CORBELL posted the video and images online, all right, everything just jumped on me, as you can see, so I don't know what happened. It jumped on me. All right, so I'm lost now. I'm lost. Anyway, on occasion, there are detections made of non-cavitational, extremely fast-moving objects within the ocean. Look at this website. This is a POS website that McShillen has. Look at all the ads. They keep ruining where I'm at. This is what he's about. It's all about those Benjamins with him. I'm serious. I'm serious. I know he's putting out information and all that. But when you have ads that are interrupting and displacing the reading page, and that's a little too much. Look at this thing jumping all around. I can't follow what I'm reading. This is why I don't go to the deflate. On April 5th, 2021, Chief of Naval Operations Admiral Michael Gilday said that the Navy had not identified the objects observing during the 2019 incident off the California coast. Yeah, we know all this. Do you see what's happening? They're just repeating it over and over and over. Nothing is happening. Mick West's analysis today showed just that. He said it himself. It is a very boring video. There's nothing going on. Yeah, they don't say anything new. This object, just like everything else, is impossible. Impossible to tell what it is. And Mick West did the best he could. Personally, I don't think he debunked it at all. I think he made some valid points. I think he showed us possibilities of what it could be, but there is not going to be a definitive answer unless we can somehow see the original footage from beginning to end uncut. Those 6 minutes and 29 seconds missing, maybe it was just the object, but here, not doing anything like he said, right? I get it. But then you have another 2 minutes before anything does happen. So why not just remove those 2 minutes as well? So maybe there was some conversation going on in the background that said, oh, it's just flares. That's it. It was just a flare. I just got a report in. Yeah, somebody let go of an extra. They had a flare. So apparently these guys who have flares and then they are supposed to disperse of them, use them while they're in these training missions. And they are not allowed, apparently, to land with any unused flares. So maybe somebody just disposed of it. The funny thing is, in the video, and I want to show you this before I go, where am I going? Before I go to the next topic, in the beginning of the video, you see it here. It's up high off the horizon. And then at the end, which is, we've got this is Mick West. I didn't want his. So CORBELL, the video here is a minute. This is shortened down, so I don't really know. I'd like to get the original 6 minutes or however long we have, however long the video is. But you see it up here. It's moving this way with the wind, against the wind, I'm sorry. It can't be a flare, right? It can't be. If it's going against the wind. But for flare's sake, it's up at the top. Usually these flares are 5 to 10 minutes long. Who knows how long they were watching this. Here, now it's all of a sudden it's dropped down in its altitude very slowly, like something attached to a balloon or something descending very slowly. Could it be a drone? I don't think so. Could be, but I don't think so. Could it be a plane far away? It might have to be. But according to the report, they're only 6 feet wide. Sounds like a flare, right? Sounds like the illumination area of a flare. Food for thought, guys. Food for thought. Pretty wild, though. But I knew we weren't going to be able to find out. But I was so interested to hear what Mick West was going to do, and I'm impressed that he couldn't have done anything better than anybody else could have. He did a good job. But now I'm beating a dead horse. All right, talk about dead horses. Check this out. No offense. I like the guy. I just don't like the message. I don't know what I'm saying.
The U.S. government is losing its control over UAP secrecy. There are 3 primary reasons for this. Firstly, members of the U.S. government, including the legislative and executive branches, are starting to get classified briefings on UFOs with high-fidelity data.
Obviously, he's reading. He's just reading the news. I just wanted to say that real quick. This isn't original. I just want to let you know. It's funny that he takes different things from different articles and then he puts it together and then he reads them and it acts like it's his own thought. I mean, what else can he do? I'm doing it too. But I want to see, the reason I bring that up, I want UFO Jesus to give us his real opinion for once without having to show us anything in quotes or read anything. I just want the guy to just be himself one of these days. That's all I'm saying. I want him, if this is himself, then I'd like to see him not read. I just want him to do the show. I just want him to talk. I want him to read everything and then remember what he read and then talk about it. It's not easy, but he can edit all that stuff out since he's doing a pre-recorded message. That's all I'm saying.
Manner that, as far as I can assess, has never been duplicated within the history of the United States. And this is related to the second reason, which is there are employed government officials as well as ex-government officials that are rebelling against the decades-long policy of UAP secrecy, enforcing the issue by many different means. Basically, they are all saying in unison, I don't think so, homie, don't play that. And finally,
my mother always said, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And since I have to pause the video every now and then, I'll let you do the thinking on this, on what he just said. 3, 2, go.
finally, the third reason is you and, well, me. All of us who are complaining to our government, letting our elected officials know that it is they that serve us, the people, and not the other way around, and that we can vote them out if we see fit. We as a collective simply do not approve of the classification of the existence of UFOs. We also,
Wait, what?
if we see fit. We as a collective simply do not approve of the classification of the existence of UFOs.
We don't approve of the classification of existence. We don't approve that they're hiding the existence of UFOs, but they already came out and said that they existed, yeah? So that's done and over with.
Classification of the existence of UFOs.
But they did. They already said, the Pentagon said UFOs exist.
We also don't approve of the concealing of non-classified data on UFOs, and that has unfortunately happened, and as I understand it, that's illegal to do. Oh.
So you can tell that he's been listening to Luis Elizondo and taking it to heart, because Luis Elizondo would now say, if you have a problem with your city officials, you can vote them out. You really, my one vote? Do you know how many people in ufology would even do that in each state? 8. You know how many people in Arizona would do it? 1. Me. Nobody's going to their city officials, senators, governors. No citizen is doing it. Yet, all right, let me take it back. They're doing it, but it's us. Okay, it's the people who've been in the field a while and want to get the truth and try to FOIA request everything. You know, you have John Greenwald doing it since he's been 15. You got other people doing it, and it's not enough. It's never going to be enough. That's why, if you believe Luis Elizondo doesn't really have our, best interests at heart, it's easy for him to say, go ahead and vote your official out, your elected official out. That is something that takes work and time, and you know that. And I don't have the time to go marching up and down City Hall and saying, release the data, UFOs are real, aliens can save us. No, there's not enough people. That you need thousands of people to change something, get somebody fired. Good Lord, it's not easy, guy. Not my guy. Guy. What are you guys saying in the chat? Anything? I haven't been paying attention. I feel so bad. I feel slighted when I have to support Greer. Yeah. Right, Tim? I feel the same way. But at least the guy's got our best interests at heart. One thing I like about Greer is that he's on my side. They're not a threat. Stop it. What is this? I can top that. I won a radio competition, won a meet and greet with Motley Crue, snorted. Wow. There's something that you don't hear about too. I wish I knew you back then. I wish I knew you now, Misty. Are you in Florida, by the way? What is this? How fast do you think he can eat a chicken wing? UFO Jesus would take 10 minutes to eat one wing. He doesn't want to get it in his beard. He doesn't want his hair to drip in front of it. And he doesn't want his hands to get dirty. Hence this picture. What else you guys saying? Anything? Great pronouncement on pronouncement. That's a great word. I love that word. Why am I upset? I'm upset. Why am I upset? I'm never upset. I don't know. See, this is why I have a hard time reading the chat room. Do you understand? I don't know the context of these comments. I don't know if you're talking about me, him, West, anybody else. Hey, Dark Hour Paranormal. I'd like to hear that story, Area 503. What did 503 say? I snuck into a dressing room with Cypress Hill once. Real story. Oh, that's a good story for a future episode. All right. I don't see. Oh, wait. I think I just saw somebody say something. Yes. Thank you, Betty Double Kick Chick. Thank you. You can't. Because all government elections are boppity bop and the people are rigged. Let's just say that. The people are bought out. This guy has no evidence, just really great hair. Yeah. COVID. All right, what else you guys saying? Imagine the Titanic with lips bolts. With the lisplets. I don't get that. Okay. All right. I believe this one. You can't. Everything's rigged. Everything. Just imagine it. They've only been around. They took over 4 months ago. 5. It's over. Anyway. You know, when Bill Clinton was president, everything was pretty good, right? Why can't we have that back? All right. Hey, Cuppy with the $10 super sticker. I love that dog. I love that picture. I'm going to pull up the show just so I can see the sticker. I love that dog. Oh, it is a pair wearing a headband saying thank you and doing the Japan bow. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Supporting GoofOn actually is a way to make yourself feel better. No, thank you very much for the $10 super chat. Super sticker, super sticker, super generoso. We go back to the show. So thank you, Cuppy.
Oh, and let me throw in a fourth reason. With all of this unfolding, there has been an elevation and escalation of mainstream reporting on the topic of UFOs. And in fact, Luis Elizondo said this is going to happen in the month of May and beyond. I'm sure the confirmed upcoming 60 Minutes episode with the...
Sorry, I have to point this out. Look at the microphone. It's got spittle, hair, food.
Segment on UFOs that will air on May 16th at 7 p.m. on CBS has something to do with that second gear, everybody.
By the way, tomorrow, after that show, I'm going live. As a matter of fact, check this out. I just thought of it. I'm going to go live while the show is on. I'm not going to play the show, but I'll have it on and I'll watch it and then I'll comment as it's playing in the background. You'll hear it, but you won't be able to understand it, so the algorithm can't pick it up and shut me down. That's tomorrow. We're going live tomorrow when that show is live. Whatever time it is, we're going to start 30 minutes before, and there we go. So I'll post it right after the show tonight once I find out exactly the time.
Let me provide you with an exact quote. It's taken from an interview that published on May 11th with host Martin Willis. I think you're going to see an elevation and an escalation of mainstream reporting on this topic. Outlets that have typically or historically stayed away from this topic are beginning to have this discussion with their audience and their viewers. And that's an indicator that the tide is changing, that it's becoming easier to have this conversation. You have now seen...
No. I'll read it. You're going to see an elevation and an escalation of mainstream reporting on this topic. No. Just because 60 Minutes is doing this interview doesn't mean jack squat. Okay, I think it was February 6th, 2005. There was a report, TV show. I can't remember the guy, very popular, no longer around. I think he got fired. But it was, I was on the Jeff Rentz show with Brian Vike when this TV show was on. And Jeff Rentz was pausing to talk about what was happening. It was a 2-hour, 2-night event. And yeah, I can't remember what it was. But you know what? Nothing happened after that TV show. Yes, it was 16 years ago. Things have changed dramatically since 2017. I get that. So Martin Willis is basing this on absolutely no data. Zero. He's just saying, I think you're going to see an elevation and an escalation of mainstream reporting on this topic. At least he said, I think, but it's not true. It won't happen.
Senior academics.
Outlets that have typically or historically stayed away from this topic are beginning to have this discussion with their audience and their viewers. Actually, with their audiences. No. That is not true. Outlets that have typically or historically stayed away from the topic are beginning. They're talking about, no, that's been going on for several years because of when TTSA started getting mainstream media. That's the only reason. These other places started picking up on it because mainstream media it has nothing to do with this TV show. And then he says, and that's an indicator that the tide is changing. Yeah, I've been through 3 tidal waves and not once did we get any closer to disclosure. And he says it's becoming easier to have this conversation. No, it's not. And then he says, I'll tell you why it's not. Talk to your neighbors. Ask them if they know what a UAP is. You won't have one person know. And don't you think UAP would be a great indicator that the word is getting out there? Because if they can't remember 3 little letters, they're not going to remember stories and events that are taking place. Now he says, you have now, great English. You now have senior academics and senior scientists coming out of the shadows and saying, you know what? Yeah, we should be studying this. We should be looking at this. No, that's not true. Michio Kaku has been doing it for years. Just 2.5. Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's been talking about this for a while. Nobody's coming out of the shadows. Who? Name one scientists that came out of the shadows to talk about UFOs. I think this month is going to be pivotal. Oh, where is my thing? Here it is going to be pivotal for this conversation. I think it's going to become easier to talk about the coming months. He's already repeated, you're repeating, especially, what an awful, this guy is grammatically incorrect. That's how he speaks. Especially before the report is due to Congress. It should be a comma there, you dork. And you don't start a sentence with end, A-N-D. Because you're not continuing anything from a stop. It's, never mind. You have to know English. And I think, see, if you get rid of the end and just say, I think, that's how you do it. I think that's all I'll say right now about it. Because I have to be careful not to let too much out because things have to play out naturally. What the hell does that mean? I have to be careful not to let too much out. Martin Willis is a shitty podcast host. He doesn't have any specific, definitive evidence of UFO or alien technology. What is he talking about? This guy isn't walking around with the smoking gun evidence or even the smoking gun guy who has the smoking gun evidence. This isn't even a smoker of any kind. He should be. He should get into Sirius 420 twice a day at least. Start out 4:20 a.m., 4:20 p.m. Wake and bake, sleep deep. Because I have to be careful not to let too much out, only because things have to play out naturally. So he doesn't want to say anything now because of course you don't want to say anything now till after the show, you dillhole. Oh my God. Somebody please tell Martin Willis. It can just not be me. This guy's awful, just awful. No, I'm serious. He may be a nice guy, but if you want to, well, never mind. Hey, you know what? Who am I to judge? I'm nobody. Don't listen to me. I'm going to pull a Lou Elizondo. Research yourself and contact Martin Willis yourself. Okay? See if he'll get see if you get a reaction. I can't even talk. I can't believe this is actually happening. Let me see. I can go another 2 minutes if I wanted to. Let's hear one more thing. Whoa, what did I just see? What is this? Is that Apollo? Is that what he's doing? Is he making fun of Apollo Asteria?
You're so amazing, UFO Jesus.
No.
Oh my God, he did it. He did it. Hello? Mark the time, everybody. I still don't have a pen in this room. Mark it down. 11:15 p.m. Eastern, May 15th, 2021, UFO Jesus on my show. Anyway, officially jumped the shark. He has now reduced himself to sex appeal to get viewers. Hey. You want to do that? It was my idea long ago. I always said we should have a hot girl on the show, like a side voice. Every now and then we go to Cinnamon. She's sitting on the side with her red auburn hair, low cut top, super short skirt. And we pan the camera over or turn it on and she's sitting there and then says, Goofon is right. I agree with Goofon. And then you just come back to me. Yeah, I'm going to start doing that because I need viewers. That's going to bring in more viewers. Good one. Good one, UFO Jesus. Got to give the guy credit. Thinking outside the box. Thinking outside the box. That's what he does best. This guy's genius. Freaking genius. Stole my idea.
Will fall, baby.
You're so amazing, UFO Jesus.
And look at that. I mean, at least fix this part here. You know, don't have it look like it's something coming off. She dyes her hair, natural color there. I don't know what's going on with the lips. Obviously, she sucked on a bottle, make her lips all puffed out. She's attractive, I'll tell you that. But I don't know what's going on with the purple armband here. That's out of place for me. Is she part Superwoman? Is this part of her cape and gown that I'm missing? Did she forget to take off the sleeve of evil? What is in that sleeve? Is it a real elbow or is it a fake arm? Does she have bionics? Is this a real woman or a blow-up doll that talks? Jesus, UFO Jesus, can you please have this girl on live? We need to hear her speak. I want to know that's a real woman and not, it's your girl? No, I don't believe that. Here we've got Chanel number 5. We've got a lip gloss here. We've got some spray on underarm deodorant as a perfume there. Hey, I'm just doing an analysis, all right? I want to see what's going on with this chick.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Well, anyways, let's continue the show about the UAP.
The mandible claw. He always brings it out every episode, the mandible claw. There it is. I can't do anymore. I just can't. It's so weird. It's a weird thing. Let me see something here. Well, he's got 330 views. So this must have just come out. Let's see how many he's got now.
Oh.
Yeah, 1,300 in the last couple of hours. So he'll get his 10,000 views probably. But I want to see if he gets more because of the redhead. That'll be interesting to see. I'm interested now. See? Now I'm interested. I thought it was too, Denbub. I thought it was UFO Jesus in drag for a second. That's why I went back to it just to make sure. Yeah, it's not him, but I thought the same freaking thing. Hold on, let me see something here. This interests me now. It's Saturday night. We can go off script. Okay, I see something interesting. It looked like Lou was running in space.
That's not secret. What's secret is sources and methods. What's secrets are the applications and the methodologies behind that. I get that, and that's what we should protect. But for humanity to be not only not told the truth, but worse, that there's an active campaign to suppress even the conversation, to me is very dangerous. That to me reminds me of the days of propaganda, and where governments forget that what their job is to do is to represent the people. When governments no longer have the best interest of the people, those governments are on limited time.
I want to know, what is Lou Elizondo actually doing for ufology at this moment? Is he working on, because all I see is Lou Elizondo talking, a lot of talking. And I thought this was the guy that was going to take over TTSA and maybe usher in some sort of disclosure. It's been a big disappointment. And right now, he's just trying to rebuild character. He doesn't want to be looked at as somebody that's in the government anymore. He wants to be looked at as somebody who's a regular guy. He's talked about this before. He's like, I'm just one guy. Treat me as such. I have a family. I'm a father and a husband. Well, you know what? You're going to be scrutinized just like everybody else. And if you can't handle it, I feel bad for you, considering you're supposed to be one of the elites in this world of confusion. But I see somebody desperately trying to gain trust right now in the community. And yeah, I don't know if it's working. I see a lot of negativity when it comes to Lou Elizondo. And that's why he made the comment, hey, I'm just one guy. I'm a father, a husband, all that stuff. And he is realizing that it is not a place where you could come in out of nowhere from ATIP, not OSAP. He was never an OSAP. Act like you're not who you are and expect us to trust you. And I haven't seen anything from Lou that would tell me he lied. Okay? I don't see anything from Lou that told me he's a liar. What I've seen from Lou Elizondo, and this is just me, and believe me, I watch Lou just like the rest of you, and you should, because you want to know what your supposed adversaries are doing in this field, but we are a divided field nonetheless. So I watch these other people who are the threat believers, and I see Lou as... Did I miss a $5 super chat? Oh, I'm sorry, Area 503. I think Lou is a plan to control ufology. He is our modern falcon sent to deceive. Absolutely, Area 503. Abso-freaking-lutely. And does it, well, he doesn't smile that much, but does it with the smile. That's who I worry about. But Lou, if you look at what Lou brought, and I'm going to say it, nothing. I'm so confused. It's an illusion just because he was in TTSA and he said the same thing every time. I cannot disclose anything. I took an oath. That oath is for life. Go to your congressperson or senator or whatever. March in the streets. If you don't like what they're saying, vote them out. It takes a lot of people to do that, and there just aren't enough of us, okay? And he knows that, so it's easy to say. Very easy. You want to know what this is, do the research yourself, he says. It's very condescending. I don't really appreciate that. I would like Lou one day to tell us where to go and how to do it, because I don't believe he's doing it. I believe Lou gets information, gets files sent to him on what to say and what not to say. He studies them, and then he goes on the junket, is what they call it, when you go show to show to show to show, and you keep repeating the same minutia on every show. And that's what Lou does. When he was in the TV show, Unidentified, he showed us CGI, stars, parachuters with those flares going off the boots, constellations, airplanes, and all of that was easily debunkable. All of it. That's why I just said it, because that's what he showed us, especially in season 2. So let's not get carried away and say that Lou Elizondo brought anything to ufology. The only thing Lou brought was himself. That's it. Thank you, Area 503, Super Maximum Generoso 503, super chat with a very good point on top of it. Thank you very much, man. Seriously appreciate that. I'm sorry if I took a little long to get to it, but thank you. So, when I see Lou, I watch, but I watch it, like, all right, what's this guy going to say differently today that I already heard?
And I don't ever want that to be the case with my government.
What Elizondo speaks of here is exactly why UFO secrecy is starting to crumble. People within and outside government are realizing the truth of this predicament.
People within and outside government. So people not in the government. Okay, got it.
Within and outside government are realizing the truth of this predicament, classifying sources and...
Dude, we have been saying it. All the groups outside the government, dillhole. We've been saying the public is where you go for the truth. And now he's talking about it? You're 2 years too late, Lou. Sorry, you're late, period. 4 years to 5.
Methods make sense. We can all get behind that. We all love our country. We all want it secure. Classifying the
We all want it secure. There it is. The big matzo ball, the elephant in the room, the asserted threat assessment. Threat, 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 Elizondo.
The existence of an enigma makes absolutely zero sense. And I will go even further to underscore that it stymies scientific progress and human cultural progression. And it also, if left unchecked, will lead to a catastrophic breakdown in trust in government based on the...
If kept unchecked, it'll leave a catastrophic government. What?
If left unchecked, will lead to a catastrophic breakdown in trust in government.
There already is, man. There already is. Nobody trusts the government. Nobody trusts anybody from within the government. That's why Tom DeLonge was a fresh of breath air. We thought a freaking citizen, a rockin', well, not rock, pop rock type of guy, was going to be doing something a little bit differently, kind of like Trump. Not a lifelong politician, not a dirty politician, dirty businessman, but at least it was somebody who wasn't part of the continuing decades of secrecy and lies. It's the same thing that's happening in ufology. What happened to Trump? Trump went against the grain, didn't follow all the rules and regulations of the dirty politicians. He did things what he thought was right. And people didn't like it and called him all sorts of things. That's what happens here at GoofOn. People don't like the truth. And if you don't like what I'm saying, maybe it's the way I deliver the message. I get it. Okay, I understand that. I'm a little bit, I don't know, just not for everybody, but everything that we talk about here seems to come to fruition. I was right about TTSA breaking up after I said they would break up 5 years, took 4, right? If they would have made it past 5 years, I said, okay, maybe we'll get 10 out of them, but didn't make it. The band broke up. I was right about that. Right about a lot of things, not because of me, because of the collaboration between me and you people here and who support GoofOn. We all talk about this stuff on the side, behind the scenes, and a lot of the things I say are from some of the things in the conversations we've had. So what I'm saying is a combination of all of our thoughts, which is why I think we should be sticking together, making sure we keep an eye on people like Elizondo and everybody else from that side, that far left side way of threat thinking that isn't real. There is no threat. There is no threat. There is no threat. I said it 3 times. You should believe me now.
Based on the poor decisions of the few that are responsible for upholding the policy of secrecy over UFO reality.
I don't even know why we're watching this. I seriously don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, because you know why. It's the connection. Hey, Wreaking Havoc 215 with a $20 super chat says, it's a shame such an important subject could be infiltrated and taken advantage of by people who have zero integrity. We are being poorly represented by the few who are chosen to speak in the mainstream. Yeah. Well said, Wreaking Havoc 215. Thank you so much. Every penny of that $20 super chat was beyond generoso. It was very well thought out. And that's true. It's infiltrated. Yeah, I would believe that. Yeah, I hate to erase all that, but I have to. We'll leave it up for a minute longer. Okay, we'll leave it up for a bit. Yeah, I like what you said right there. 2 sentences down. Integrity. That's what they're doing. They infiltrate or are purposely planted. I don't know, man. If you say this stuff, and by the way, mucho super generoso wreaking havoc on the 20 spot. That's a really nice thing. I appreciate that. And of course, it goes right back into the kitty, as all of the super chats do. Hence the new chair behind me. Well, under me. Well, in me. No, I'm kidding. Well, I said and. There had to be a 3, but or a third. I don't know what this means. I erase all that. Jurassic erase, erase, erase. Roll that back. It's a confusing time because we know that Elizondo and that whole group over there think a little bit differently than we do. Now, they don't understand why we don't think the way they do. You understand? They don't get why we can't see it as a threat. And I can only explain it one way, and then I could even rebut my own comment with what Lee said on Alien Addict yesterday. If you haven't seen the show yesterday on Alien Addict, check it out. Freaking awesome. FAP with a $5 super chat. Silent but deadly. Just $5. Bam! Supporting the show. Boom! That's it. It goes all over the freaking goof on chat. He did it. He did it again. Super generoso, by the way, FAP. And again, I almost wore the LA shirt today, but I took it off. And I wore this one instead. It's a long story. Thank you, Major Super Generoso. I forgot what I was saying. It'll come back to me. I don't know what I was going to say. I can't rewind myself. But the field is in a weird place. That's what I was going to say. I understand when they talk about the threat. I get it. You get it too, right? Okay. So there's a very small there were some events, a couple. I'm just going to say 3. Now, some people are trying to tell me there's 50 to 60 incidences where UAPs or UFOs were seen flying over nuclear installments. And they call them drones, drone incursions or something like that. They're saying that the word drone means UFO. No, I don't believe that's true. There's video of these drones, and they look like drones flying over these places. I only know of a couple where they messed around with the launch sequence, started at 10, it was about to launch, and then they shut it down. To me, that sounds more like somebody was testing the system and didn't tell the guys who were turning the key. It's like the system, we're going to turn it on, test it, and turn it on. Well, but there was a UFO. They saw lights out in the sky. Did they? Did they? Where's that evidence? No, you won't see it. But they talk about it as if. How do we know it's real? We're just taking the words of the government again, creating a false threat perhaps, with a fake story about UFOs? Why would they even do that? Why? Well, UFOs exist, that's why. I just watched a video. It was like a documentary about the UFOs in Vietnam. And these guys literally were shooting at UFOs, and the UFOs were fighting, destroying the hell out of them. One of these guys on one of these boats was zigzagging around, avoiding the fire. The UFOs were shooting at them, destroyed a couple of ships. And when we shot back at them, nothing happened to the UFO. It's like they know they should hit it. They were literally 100 feet away, chasing the boat down, When that boat came back and other boats, there was a ton of them getting attacked by UFOs in Vietnam. When they came back, they saw their own dispelled shells and bullets in their boat. And whatever they shot at the UFOs came back at the ship. It was repelled back at them. So imagine you're sitting there with your machine gun, you're shooting at a UFO, and the bullets are coming back at you. That's cool. Now, do you believe that? Or do you believe maybe it was friendly fire from other ships that were fighting the same UFO? Tough to tell. Tough to tell. But that is weird. They did see UFOs in Vietnam and fought them and lost. These guys were scared out of their minds. I wish I could play it here. I forget what it was called, but I'll look it up for tomorrow. Well, we will be back tomorrow because during the 60 minutes interview, I'm going to go live and then we'll talk about it as it's happening. So that's going to happen tomorrow, whenever. I think it might be 7 o'clock my time, which would be 4 Pacific. Pacific? Yeah, I think it's 4 Pacific. Yeah, probably. Just their technology is off the charts. You're right, Felicia. Off the charts. Thank you, Felix Cordova, man. We love having you too. Hey, by the way, I got emails from you guys. I like I said, I slept all day to catch up on sleep. I will go over them, and tomorrow, Monday, probably I'll be making some videos for them as well. But nonetheless, there's an issue. Big issue. Can't debunk that UFO. Can't debunk it. I'm going to show you something that was sent to me by Lee Bodge. Welcome to the show. Sent me a video, and it's just a cool video. It says, watch enhanced night vision goggle binocular ENVGB modes on YouTube here. And it looks like we're watching the movie Tron. But I'm going to play this for you. This comes from Tactical Mode US Military News. And in 3, 2, go. That's wild, huh? It's a video game, man. It's a video game. All right, I almost forgot because Third Phase did their video last night on the what do you call it? The Navy video. I want to play a little bit of it.
They regularly talk.
It's pretty good, so I don't want you guys to miss out. Just to see, because they did some enhancements too. So let's take a look. And they also have this other video they played that has double the frame rate to make it twice as clear on another water-based UFO, a USO. So thanks to Third Phase of Moon, this is their version of the Navy UFO that disappeared. Giddy up.
Took off. Booking it.
Break Omaha, Pitney Kid, Rocco Peralta, passive ability to launch Hilo ASAP.
Splash to get bearing reading. Sure. You got 2 minutes, 30 knots. Keep going, bro. Let's go down. We're making 10, so we can probably bring back 35 relative. Windy as fuck. Sir. Yeah. We got a lot of white water up there, so 6 foot swells. Whoa.
Splash down. Splash down. Mac, 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 mac,
Yeah, we
mac, mac.
have 31 knots sustained wind, topside, gust of 40.
Oh, splashed. Mark bearing and range.
Apparently, the object, as they're putting it from their investigation, is approximately only 6 feet in diameter. It's solid mass, and the varying speeds was from 46 to 158 miles an hour. So that's pretty interesting. At one point, you could hear the person tracking it. It says it took off. It's booking it. And they were able, well, they said they were unable to discern any kind of launch or landing points from this unknown object. They said that it was picked up on 2 types of radar, and they have some still images of it. And you may have seen those circulating around earlier this week, but here's the video. And it's noted that the intelligence reports that the spherical craft appeared to be trans-medium capable and were observed descending into the water without any kind of destruction. Is this the supercavitation technology that we discussed in our documentary Countdown to Disclosure? Apparently, it's noted also that the intelligence said that the spherical craft could not be found upon entry to the water, and they're wondering what it could be. There was even a search with a submarine and nothing came up. Now that this footage is unclassified and is open to the public, people asked us to review this in great detail. So we're getting a close-up look at this object, whatever it is. And at one point, again, the people that were in charge of tracking this unknown object, you could kind of hear in their voices. It's interesting. They're saying, if it splashes down, get a bearing and its range. And the guy says, yes, sir. And then they say, keep going, brah. Academies and training that they got to go through is very stringent. So maybe this is mundane. This is the way they regularly talk. What happened yesterday? What happened the week before? No, let's go with the 5-year-old footage. Good job, 60 Minutes. I applaud you for that one.
Yeah, it's interesting. Here's footage again that's recreations of the Tic Tac that we used in Countdown to Disclosure documentary. These are the kind of videos and the clarity we want from you. If we could get videos like this, this is going to convince the public and all these things that you're.
Why can't we get footage like this? I mean, is that so hard to ask? You know what I mean? That's what we need. We don't want any FLIR footage anymore. Do not bring me night vision. Do not bring me thermal. Do not bring me FLIR. Bring me something clear. There's a t-shirt.
Saying that these things.
No FLIR, no heat, no thermal. Wait, no. Forget it.
Are a threat. There's been no evidence of any of these things being a threat.
Does that look like a threat to you? If they were flying around like this, is that a threat? No, they're just checking us out. A threat would mean that they're trying to go towards throw them off track, or, go in front of them or bump them, or, you know what I mean?
But if you give this kind of clarity,
because if that's happening, if there's some bumping going on and UFOs playing chicken with us, and we have to make real quick maneuvers, that's a threat. But then nobody's ever said that. Nobody ever said they threatened us. They may feel threatened because they're snowflakes, and you shouldn't be in this position if you think you're being just because you can be outmaneuvered, in every way capable in your F-18, doesn't mean they're going to take you out. They could if they wanted to, but what's the reason?
you're going to make people really ask the questions. What we're getting right now is this kind of like fluff. You get more evidence at third phase of moon, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go back a few years and bring up this Puerto Rico.
Check this out,
captured
guys.
By their military.
This is
Air
amazing
Force.
footage.
And they captured this object, and I'd have to say this is pretty decent footage. I like this.
This is amazing right here. So I want you guys. You may have seen it, but you've never seen it this clear. Wow, look at that. That's almost like 3D. Looks like a video game. This is a real UFO, not by Jeremy Corbell. Isn't that interesting? All the ones that Jeremy Corbell brings us, except for the one yesterday, but I still think there's a logical explanation, have been easily debunkable. This one, it's not a Corbell delivery. And it's going to split into two after it dips in the water here. This is an enhanced version, double the frame rate, to give you twice the clarity of the original. I don't know the name of the person, but who did that? But buckle up. Strap on. Stay silent. Pretty cool. This is a long sighting, isn't it? For as far as UFOs go, I would say that would be a drone, except it splits up. Unless it's two drones.
So you guys seen this? It's interesting. It seems that this object, whatever it is, might have that supercavitation technology that Michael Sala talked about in our documentary.
Look at
Countdown
that.
to Disclosure.
Goes in the water.
Secret technology behind the Space Force, where it could cut through water without disturbing the water itself. So it
Look at that. It's split.
has this field of energy around the craft, what protects itself from any kind of friction and displaces the water, and it can travel within it, is according to some eyewitnesses from the Navy, over 500 miles an hour and up to 20 to 30,000 miles an hour in our atmosphere. So the supercavitation technology, does it exist? I'm not saying it does, but I imagine some private corporation is behind all of this. When they talk about a threat or blaming it on other countries, I think we should be more looking at our own private corporations within our own country. This is where the high tech is at. And we talk about this in depth in Countdown to Disclosure, the secret technology behind the Space Force, that the private corporations, they don't even need to answer to the military or our president. They could do whatever they want, and they could keep this technology secret and basically trickle it down to our military and assets to help with military armament technology with just little breadcrumbs, a little here, a little there. And it could be 40 years by the time we realize the full potential of the technology that these private corporations harness within their power, within their warehouses.
Absolutely, Blake. We're just at the tip of the iceberg on the technology that I think we haven't seen yet and we have in our assets. Again, what's going to happen in this countdown to disclosure? It's coming down. What is it, like another 30 days? And we're going to be seeing and
No, I meant to say strap on.
hearing evidence from Congress that they may drop to the public. Let's hope this isn't the video, because this isn't going to convince anybody. Again, I keep saying that we need that crystal clear footage to convince people to kind of wrap their mind around what's really going on. If they're going to keep passing this narrative off as a threat, well, don't be dropping videos like this to convince people of that yet. We need to really have solid proof.
Yeah, I think they just want to kind of string us along, Brett. They just kind of, again, with these videos, I'm kind of disappointed. I'm hoping maybe, like Brent said, in the next 30 days, they'll drop some really good.
You know, Corbell's got to be pulling his beard hair out right now, right? He's probably sitting there going, what do I have to do? I have a video where something actually disappears and nobody believes me. I have a video where the UFO disappears completely out of sight. But it was above the horizon. It wasn't in the water, and it didn't look like it splashed down or anything. You're right, Jeremy. You're right. You know what you have to do? Bring in something else. Just keep doing what you're doing. Eventually, you throw enough shit on the wall, something's bound to stick. That's better than what you've been giving us. And I feel bad for you, in a way, because it seems like you're trying to get the word out about these incredible craft, but you've given us nothing. Yesterday was the first time you gave us anything that was interesting. Let's just say that. It's interesting, but we're missing a lot of data. We're missing the 6 minutes, 29 seconds of that video that you showed us yesterday. The videos before the pyramid and all other stuff were bullcrap. Naps, pictures are useless. You guys put up too much garbage. So we're not going to believe it when you show us shitty FLIR footage. Anyway, I keep beating a dead horse, but it's just a horse that won't dare. So let's get off this for a minute. I just wanted to show you something cool. This is where the ocean meets the river. Have you ever seen that? Where the ocean meets a river? It's pretty cool. That's wild. That's amazing. I just thought I'd show that to you. I love that. Thought it was interesting. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm surprised my air conditioning isn't turning on. Hold on a second. Scientists believe these photos show mushrooms on Mars. Not so fast. Ooh. And I can't get rid of the ad. I can't read the story. It's asking me to join to read it, B. Baker, so I can't read it. That sucks. Nothing I can do. I'm happy to be alive right now. This is a story that came in from Reddit that was sent to me. And it says, I am genuinely amazed at the amount of credible footage of simply incredible things. What a time to be alive. Really? I don't, they're talking about CORBELL's footage or the Navy footage. All right, what else we got here? No, I don't want to do that. That's Cobra versus. Oh, this is actually interesting. I just want to show you something interesting. This has nothing to do with ufology, but this is a mongoose versus the cobra. Who's going to win? 3, 2, egouge. Oh, that takes care of that. Nah. That was cool. Yep, he lost. All right, what do we got next? Yeah, no calls tonight. I said that earlier. I'm not going to be taking any calls. Bigfoot sighting. Bigfoot sighting. A female Sasquatch. First time this creature has ever been heard. Oh my God. This is a Bigfoot gal. Check this out. Oh, wow. I forgot I had this. This is amazing. Where's the Bigfoot people? Can I get a roar roar? All right. First of all, that's the sound of a chimpanzee. It doesn't even sound like it's coming from this wooded area. It sounds like it's from another video being added in here, doesn't it? Oh my God, did you see it? It looked like it was wearing an outfit. Let's see. Oh my God. It looks like, oh, I should zoom this in. It looks like it has hair, like long hair. You can see it waving. If you can see this, watch. It's got long hair. Oh, come on. Accidentally went backwards. That's bullcrap. Watch. Oh, you know, it looks like it's wearing something. That looks like it's a long jacket or some sort of, yeah, this ain't real. I ain't buying it. Yet it's got almost 1 million views. Not buying it. I won't buy that for $1. Nope. Nope. I got something from Disney and it says, "Buckle up, Wildcats." Hold on. I got something here. Let's see what this is. Hold on. The rule is now simple. Get vaccinated or wear a mask until you do. The choice is yours. Adolf Hitler says, the rule now is simple. Wear the yellow star or stay in the ghetto until you do. The choice is yours. Wow, that's crazy comparison. It's almost identical word for word. That sucks. That sucks. Wow. Wow. I am looking for the stuff I have set up and I can't find it again. Oh, I'm going to show you something from Third Phase because we're now over the 2-hour mark. Third Phase of Moon made a commercial, or not a commercial. They made an example of what they can do to make a car commercial with a Pantera that they bought 20 years ago or something. This is the video they put together. It's called an inside look exclusive De Tomasamo Pantera Behold the Awesomeness. It's a 1973 Pantera they bought. And they made this video to show a friend of theirs what it would look like if they made a car, like a commercial for their dealership or how to sell their cars. So it's about 5 minutes. So check this out. It's actually really cool. This car is beautiful. But here we go. 3, 2, go.
So it's covered up here constantly, dry spot, but here, let's pull it off. Voila! Nice leather bucket seat interior, black leather.
Wow. It looks like a Ferrari.
Everything all mint with some harnesses for the seat belts. Back window there to protect the sound.
Wait, hold on. I'm seeing you guys talking here about the Beaver, Utah UFO. I'll look it up. I'll look it up when we're done. I don't know where I talked about it.
Welcome to the Club of Pantera. Apparently these rims were custom made for this.
What a
Pantera.
paint job.
Paint job's flawless on this. Nice chrome plates. We'll take a look at what's under the hood here.
Oh, wait until you see this. What? No engine.
Check out the new battery and this custom leather. It's just awesome. Over
Wow. Sound condenser.
Additive that
Heat
somebody
condenser.
put in
Well,
order to make things look pretty.
it does look beautiful.
So this is how you shut it.
Right, it does, Felix.
Just like that, all tight.
Geez, slam it down, why don't you? My God.
Quad mufflers. And the sports car wide mag wheels.
That is nice.
Okay, now we're gonna take.
Those
a
are
look
Corvette
at this
tires.
Bad boy up on the back.
Where's
Right
the
here.
engine? This is beautiful,
Listen
this
again.
engine. What?
Oh, nice leather padding.
Well, oh,
up
there
over
it is.
here. It's custom, all custom stitched in.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Now let's remove this carpeted transmission cover to reveal what makes this beast run. And there it is.
Whoa! Holy crap, it's a jet engine.
Custom.
$5 million. Remember? Twins? $5 million.
Check out the Holly Quad, all custom. Now this thing, they don't make it like they used to. This is right up there with the top. Boom, baby. Nice.
Oh, I remember. You're talking Area 503 about the drone footage where those filmmakers were using the drone and then the object zipped by it. Yeah, we all came to the conclusion that was CGI. It was faked. We'll take a look. We're almost done here.
Nice custom black gloss, and just the reflection on it just comes and makes it shine off the engine.
Wait until you hear it. Hello. This was 20-some years ago, I believe. 10 years ago. 10 years ago.
Where the fun begins.
Yeah, it was CGI.
This thing up.
It was CGI because the frame rate of the object did not match the frame rate of the video. It was added in, and it didn't match. Thank you.
Here we go. Now this thing sounds like a chav. We'll rev it up. Now that's what I'm talking about.
That'd be funny. Now they turn the camera on Brent, who's recording, and his face is all black except for where the camera was. Now, there's no exhaust coming out of there. You can't see it, but I'm sure it pasted his face. Yeah, that's pretty cool what they did. That was a nice vehicle. Pretty cool stuff. They do a lot of cool things and have videos like that. Let me pull up that Utah footage. Pull it up. Here it is. Oh, wait. Nope. I don't got it. I got it. All right. I'm pulling it up in 3, 2. You ain't looking out for ufology. Hey, shut off. Stupid. This is the one. Do. Just sit right back and you see some shit. The shit you'll never believe. It started from a drone footage that's going over Utah, you see. The clouds really cool and the uncharted Utah Isles. There seems to be an object there in the distance for a while. Don't look, don't stop, don't think so fast. Before you know it's gone. If not for the fearless drone groupies, the video would be gone. The UAP is gone. The weather started getting clear. The video was tough. If not for the Giordano UFO network, the video would be lost. It's not real, of course. I don't like the way that, I don't like that video. I want to look for a better one.
Jaw-dropping footage of a UFO was caught on a documentary cruise drone
Information overload.
camera. What's up, Bacon Bits? Stick around to the end of the stunning B-roll that day when they're at the range where you see it turn. To the documentary crew's surprise, resulted in zero noise. Something moving that fast would invariably cause.
Yeah, the thing with the video is each frame that it was going, the object wouldn't move or change. It was staying in the same frame, and that's impossible. How could it be in the same frame if the rest of the video is moving by? It should be moving or changing a little, and it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know what video that guy was about, but we'll talk. Yeah, if you want to talk about it, that's fine. We can figure it out again. It's good time to maybe do a video on it. If I wouldn't waste my time with that video because nobody cares. It's already been talked about ad nauseum. Is that how they say it? Through ignasium? In ignasium? Agnostic? It's an agnostic? It's agnostic? Is that what it is? It's agnostic? You guys are the best. Hey, I want to thank you all for hanging out tonight. No. Tomorrow we'll be back for the 60-minute special. Check your local listings. I'll put the reminder up hours before we go live, so I'm going to check it out right after we're done here. But thank you, moderators and super chatters, very much tonight. Super generoso with your time and your support. Thanks a lot, guys. It means a lot. And veterans and newcomers, thank you for giving the show a minute or two. If you like, come back, share, subscribe. And if not, that's okay too. At least you gave it a chance. Maybe it's not for you. But we'll be back tomorrow. Just keep an eye on the listings. I don't know if Third Phase is doing anything later. I don't know if I am. I think I am. I don't know. No, I'm not. Tomorrow I will be, though. Tomorrow there'll be a video on Third Phase UFO Report, and we'll be live. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend until tomorrow. If you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Area 503. Super generoso, $5.03.
I don't know what you're complaining.
I don't know what you're complaining about.
Please go to sleep. I'm not asking you to come with me. I would dare. I know you would. You're scared of your own shadow and terrified of dear Uncle Gustav. Yes, I am. Well, I'm not. I don't care if he does find me gone. The cow terrified. Think about what you're doing. Everyone says he's a wicked man. What about him? Who wants to be good if being good is singing hymns and praying all day long? He's doing what's best for us, I'm sure. It might be best for you. It's not for me. I'm going, and you might as well stop arguing about it. And I warn you, if you dare tell on me, Frida, you know I wouldn't do that. I'm just telling you. You know what will happen if you do. Stop it, you're hurting me not half as much as I will if you don't keep quiet.